Got a Lost 45 by the Mamas and Papas on Billboard's Hot 100, September 14th, 1968. And let me bring that up for you real quick. For the Love of Ivy, making its debut at number 91 on Billboard's Hot 100 the week of September 14th, 1968. Got that nice harmonies, but just not as, this record not quite as slickly produced, not as atmospheric as California Dreaming and Monday, and not as well orchestrated as Saw Her Again Last Night, summer 1966 hit by Mamas and Papas, and Words of Love in 1966. It's from the album The Mamas and the Papas. It was their final album together. Came out in 1968. The album came out in 68. It was recorded at John and Michelle Phillips' home. Although the album was produced by Lou Adler. Lou Adler, who produced he founded Dunhill Records and signed the Mamas and Papas. Lou Adler produced those hit records. Monday, I Saw Her Again Last Night, everything the Mamas and Papas did, produced by Lou Adler. Later produced Tapestry by Carole King. Lou Adler was a big songwriter, producer behind the scenes. Very few people have heard of this guy, but this guy was mammoth behind the scenes back, I'd say, from about late 50s until well into the 70s, probably up until about the mid to late 70s. As he wrote with Herb Alpert, Lou Adler wrote Only 16 and Wonderful World by Sam Cooke, written by Lou Adler. There's some good cuts off this album, but the big single off this album was 12:30. Oh God, that song is magic. It is nothing less than magic. 12:30. Just listen to the harmonies. Listen to how Michelle Phillips and I guess Mama Cass and the group start singing, and their voices blend together into this absolutely cosmic harmony. When you get into the chorus of 12:30. 12:30 was about the Mamas and the Papas as they moved from New York City, moved from up north to California Dreaming. It was John Phillips who wrote that song, 12:30. It was a tribute of sorts to Laurel Canyon, where the Mamas and Papas lived at least Mama Cass did. And the song sort of alluded to some of the groupies who hung around at Laurel Canyon, because a lot of the rock stars, a lot of the California-based rock stars lived in Laurel Canyon. Back in the late 60s. Laurel Canyon is an iconic rock and roll geographic site. Laurel Canyon. 12:30. I can't even. I get awestruck when I listen to that song. It's not just a group. It's angels. It is beautiful angels from up above, from the great vault of the blue sky, sing at you. They are here. From the depths of heaven, from somewhere deep. 12:30 by the Mamas and the Papas. And I'll probably talk about that song a little bit more when I eventually get to 12:30, when I get to the Lost 45. I'm sure it's on a 1967 chart. I'm sure it was a moderate hit for them in 1967, but I forgot its chart position. Something like maybe number 23 or 24, but don't hold me to that. Also, Dream a Little Dream of Me was also on that album. Mama Cass had a hit with that in the summer of 68. It's on this Billboard's Hot 100, along with the Mamas and the Papas, and of course, For the Love of Ivy. For the Love of Ivy might have been a little bit forced. Legend has it took a month to get the vocals down on that record, For the Love of Ivy. But here it is, the Mamas and the Papas coming in at number 91. It peaked at 81. To be honest, it's probably not one of their stronger records, not one of their best records, to be honest with you. The harmonies are still in place, but not quite there with 12:30. It doesn't have the magic of 12:30 of I Saw Her Again Last Night, but it's a decent record. On Billboard's charts, on Billboard's Hot 100 for 5 weeks, Mamas and Papas, For the Love of Ivy.